Hello, everybody. We want to talk a little bit about trust. What is trust? How do we develop trust? Why is trust important? Well, trust is important because if you trust someone or something, you have a certainty of outcome. And that's the key that we really want to get across in relation to trust. It's certainty of outcome. You can trust that somebody's going to lie to you. You can trust that somebody's going to tell the truth to you. You can trust that somebody is going to protect your property. So you can trust that somebody's going to steal your property. And what makes trust such an integral component of relationships is without a trust, you have no predictability of the future. You don't know how somebody's going to act. And if you do have trust, then you have what we call surety of outcome. You have a better chance of predicting, in some ways, the future, at least with this individual, with this organization, with this relationship. And the more trusting relationships you have, the more secure future you have, because you're going to be able to predict how somebody is going to act. And that's what's so critical about the ability to not only develop trust in a relationship, but to be seen as a trusting person. More people would want to do business with you, interact with you, be friends with you, because they know the type of person you are. They have a deep sense of confidence in how you're going to act and react in a given situation. So trust is that important. It's probably the defining characteristic of what we call a decent and honorable person, even a decent and honorable organization to work for. People want to work for a person in an organization. They want to do business with a person and organization that they trust is going to act in a certain manner. So how do you develop that type of trusting relationship? How do you become that person, and how can you find that person or organization? First is you have to have uncompromising loyalty. An uncompromising loyalty to the person, to the cause. Meaning, no matter what it costs, that you will be loyal to that person. And that's trust. You know when that saying goes, when the chips are down, you know who your friends are? I'm sure many of us have friends who've disappointed us when it cost them something. I came up with this concept called Zero Land, which means that everybody would tell the truth for $1. Would they tell the truth for $100? Probably. $100,000? Well, then they have to start thinking about it. Well, what is the lie I have to tell? $1 million? Well, for $1 million, I could do a lot of good. And they're saying a lot of good. But the fact is, when you add more zeros, hence the name Zero Land, they start saying, well, I won't tell a lie for $1, but maybe for $1 million. Loyalty is not for sale. So uncompromising loyalty, no matter what it costs, I'm going to be loyal to a person and an organization that I feel I should be loyal to. Second is an uncompromising sense of right and wrong. People you trust know what's right and know what's wrong. Knowing what's right can be a challenge, and you'd have to talk to quite a few people to find out what's right. And I came up with a definition that I've used, and it's done me well for a number of years, and that what's right is that which improves the human condition. That which betters the world. Not my world, not my town, not my state, not my country, but it betters the world. So if me telling a lie advances my interest, but not everybody else's, then that's not the right thing to do. But if me telling a lie advances the interests of humanity, then that would be the right thing to do. So you have to have a sense of right and wrong and uncompromising. And the last is the ability and willingness to do what's right. Very, very difficult. You not only have to know what's right, you have to do what's right. And that's really where the trust comes in. Are you willing to pay the price in order to stand up for what you believe in? I think that, for the most part, that's a very tough act to follow. And there's, in the sense of trust and why it's so important, I think that those that really make a difference in their world are the ones that are seen as and has a reputation of being a trustworthy person, a person who always does what's right. By uncompromising loyalty, uncompromising sense of right and wrong, and the ability and willingness to do what is right once you know it's right. It really is such a unique consequence of somebody's life. There's one statement that I just want to end with. It says, I've learned that what's right always triumphs over what is wrong, that kindness always triumphs over hatred, that goodness always triumphs over evil, and that no matter the obstacles, regardless of the challenge, and irrespective of the sacrifice, those that never falter, never waver, that never give in and never give up, are the ones that change the world in which we live. They are the ones that we trust will make a better future. That's how you develop trust. That's how you become a person of trust. And that's how you develop relationships based on trust. I wish you all the best, and I certainly look forward to our future conversations. Enjoy the day, everyone.